Okay, we're sitting here with Eric Smith, also known as E Money, another financial gurus, and we were actually talking. So we're going to backtrack because you said so much value that I wanted to get this recorded so that you, the listener, can actually hear some of the things that are very, very vital. And I asked him a couple of questions. So Eric, I'll go back. The first question I wanted to ask was we were talking about the importance of knowing the difference between the tax benefit of what a 401k is and who it's really created for, as opposed to something, let's say, like a alternative to solution. Most people think that 401k is the way to go and that they can live on that income when they retire. But is that true, or what do the facts kind of say on that?
Well, I appreciate you asking me that, Ed. Here, and we want to make sure we don't want to answer everything in a vacuum and say it's
Okay.
good or bad. The facts are that you have to look at your individual situation with the 401k and ask yourself, or look at your job. Number one, am I being matched on my 401k? If you're being matched, that's a good thing. And but the difficulty, or the things that people may have overlooked in their consideration of putting money into their 401k is they look at the tax benefits they get today. Meaning, in a qualified retirement plan, the government doesn't take out taxes in your 401k. Matter of fact, it reduces your taxable income, and so then you defer the tax to a later date. The idea is that you're going to be in a lower tax bracket. My challenge to that, or the questions to ask people to consider, is that are you really going to be in a lower tax bracket? A, and what are your expense needs going to be 10, 20, 15, 30 years down the road? Inflation is going to be rising. We've got Social Security that's running out of money. We've got an increasing deficit. How is that going to be getting paid for? The government has three choices. A, bankruptcy, which they're probably not going to do. They'll keep printing money. B, they can reduce benefits, Social Security benefits and other benefits. Or C, raise taxes. Which do you think is going to happen? Probably one or two of the latter. So if they raise taxes, then are you going to be in a lower tax bracket? I always ask people, do you want to pay your taxes on the seed or on your harvest? And if you're a farmer, they would much rather pay the tax on the seed, because when they harvest their crops and sell them, it's a bigger amount that they get tax-free. So to answer your question, again, those are some things you have to think about. The tax ramifications, the reality of, am I really going to be in a lower tax bracket? If I got the taxes out of the way today with other alternative options and had my harvest tax-free, that's something to take into strong consideration.
Okay, well, thanks for that. I think what people will say is, you know what, I kind of figure that that might be the case with me, but I don't know another solution. I don't know where I can go where I don't get taxes. Since a child, I've been taught to get this IRA or a 401k. I don't know that there's anything else because I'm too busy dealing with the kids. I'm too busy dealing with my day-to-day to even think about that. And and so with that situation, it's like, okay, what is there anything that's available that counters and has a better tax bracket set up for the individual and not the corporation?
There are a few other options. But again, when you go back and look at options that you can pay your taxes on your seed going in and get your harvest tax-free, one option is a Roth IRA. You put upwards of $5,000 a year into a Roth, and that money will grow, and you have access totally tax-free. A couple of limitations with that is that you can only put in a certain amount, and number two, you can touch that money only after 59 and a half without penalty. Anytime you touch it before, there's a penalty. But one of my favorite strategies that I love to teach and talk about that is very, very uncommon, that's utilizing a banking strategy that the IRS allows you to set up, and that's through utilizing products with life insurance. And when you understand the structure of how to properly structure an insurance contract, that it works favorably for you and not for the insurance company or for the agent that sold that policy to you, then it's an amazing, amazing benefit, because the IRS gives you benefits when you stuff cash into a permanent life insurance contract that the money can grow, A, on a tax-deferred basis, B, you can access that money on a tax-free basis, and C, when you die, the benefits, the cash, the death benefit, all transfer to a designated beneficiary on a tax-free basis. So in my opinion, you have an opportunity to stuff cash into a vehicle, as long as you do it how the IRS says to do it, and before 59 and a half, you have access to money, if you so choose to, without penalty, tax-free. When you retire, you have access to an ongoing life stream of income, tax-free, and then when you die, you transfer this to your heirs without income tax, without state tax. They can set this up in other policies and continue to benefit their children. These types of contracts are what your Rockefellers, your Warren Buffetts. They understand how to use insurance vehicles. This is where wealthy people place their wealth. They stuff cash into insurance contracts. Banks do it, corporations do it. It goes on and on and on. But these are not popular strategies. And typically, what's prudent isn't always popular, and what's popular isn't always prudent.
Wow, eloquently said. I will say this. I appreciate your time and for you doing this. I also think that people. One thing you taught us earlier off camera was about the phenomenal benefits of the RE, the REITs, basically the real estate trusts. But I think people maybe should give you contact you to find out a little bit more about those and some other things that you were talking to us about. I know you have some appointments and some things to get to. So I wanted to thank you for your time and just leave. How can somebody contact you if they wanted to just find out more information and get a personal consultation on how they can change what they're doing to be more advantageous, especially now in these times?
Absolutely. These are perilous times we live in, and getting our financial houses in order is so critical. Please, I welcome anyone to contact me. You can contact me at esmith@smartermoneynow.com. You can go to the website, smartermoneynow.com, leave a comment, and also get on my personal calendar. And I will give up to 90 minutes of my time in a free strategy session where I will listen to your goals, needs, and ideas. And if I can see that we can provide a solution for you, we will put something together for you. That's smartermoneynow.com. esmith at smartermoneynow.com.
Thank you so much for your time. We're going to go actually check out the website again, and we encourage everybody that's listening to this to go do that now and leave a comment and actually share this. It's something that we all need to do, is to share the value that we get, and that's the reason for this video. So Eric, thank you again for your time, and we definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.